Hi there, I'm Shay Rippinger of Hip The Hoopla. I got a great question of how to work with a very little space, how to hoop in a small space. Here are 3 tips and tricks that I do and regularly use, and I highly recommend. One is to use a smaller size hoop. So although this is a smaller size hoop, and it's going to be a lot harder for most people to use on the waist, this is good for a small space. So, and there are other things to do with it in a small space in comparison with trying to hoop with something a little bit bigger. And you're going to need more space, not only for just the hoop size, but you're going to need room for the hoop to move on the sides. So that's a really crucial point of how much space do you need. So when you're standing, for instance, you're going to need a considerable amount of space, especially if you turn around, and you're going to need above and below, you're going to need some space to fall, and you might, if you work it up the body, you're going to need some ceiling space as well. So in comparison, this is going to be a very small size hoop to use. I can hoop with it on the waist. It took me a long time to get there. So, but if you work and practice using a small hoop, that can be very helpful. Also, another added benefit of using a small hoop in a small space is when you hit things with it, it's a lot less damage. So, bonus round on that one. Okay, so that is number 1, is to use a smaller hoop. Now, number 2 is to do on body work. So what I mean by on body work is just what I was showing you, where the hoop stays on the body. Okay, so you can do that with the waist, you can do that with arm. Let's see here. So instead of doing release moves, you're going to do on body, and as opposed to arm, nose, hoop, legs, all that kind of stuff. But anytime the hoop remains on your body, you can even hoop from your neck. This is considered on body. So the whole point of on body is when it drops, it's going to drop in place. Again, a lot less damage when you drop your hoop in a small space. You're going to break a lot less things around you, okay? So number 1, use a smaller hoop. Number 2 is try some on body work. And number 3, this is a really helpful suggestion, is to use a seated position. So this is super helpful in case you have like a low ceiling or like a ceiling fan hanging down or something like that. So you can hoop from a seated position. You can do all kinds of things. You can do on-body chest work. You can do waist stuff. You can actually bring this around. You can bring this around here. There are lots of things that you can do that are very helpful for the seated position. So you can do this. I'm doing a rock pose where I'm sitting on my knees. I can only sit in this position for so long. You can also sit down on the floor in a cross-legged position. So you can do this. The hoop might hit your knees. You can actually use a little bit bigger hoop for this type of thing too. And you can take this off body. Again, this is all from a seated position, so then you need less ceiling height. So you may not be working on giant tosses, but you can do this indoors. You can do this in inclement weather. It's a very handy thing to have in your toolbox from a seated position. So number 1, smaller hoop. Number 2 is the on-body movement. And number 3 is a seated position. So these are all techniques that I use and highly recommend to work with a hoop in a smaller space. Now there are a lot of things that you can do with a hoop in a small space, and also once you get better and better at your techniques, then you know, whatever space that you're working in, you can adapt to. I have hooped in spaces as small as a bathroom. Seriously, I did a hooping tutorial from a bathroom, and I was standing over the toilet, and there was a shower curtain behind me, and it looked just fine, and I had this much room to work with, and I demonstrated, I think I did an isolation, so that's another move that you can do that doesn't require a lot of space. Now you can work on this endlessly to try and get this all nice and even. So to get that looking beautiful, that isolation where you're working on a one-handed isolation, a two-handed isolation, you can work on a ghosting isolation. There's all kinds of things that you can do. So those are 3 techniques that you can use where you can hoop in a smaller space. So I hope you enjoyed those tips, tricks, and techniques. I'm Shay Rippinger of Hip The Hoopla. If you want to learn more, if you want to learn one hoop, move a week plus a quick choreography, you can join the Friday Fun Hoop Club. And if you would like a whole library of classes, all kinds of classes, you can join the Happy Hooping Habit membership as well. So I hope you enjoy that, and if you would like, just get on the email list, just try a free class and join that, and just see all the cool fun things. I do tutorials. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So follow, rock on, peace out, happy hooping. Well, welcome to the circle, no matter what size space you have. Rock on, peace out. Bye.